Welcome back. Josh Weber here with Big Red Jelly, where we help brand build and grow businesses by combining human creativity with powerful digital tools and practices to help you grow and scale. Today's video is going to be short but very fun. It's a new practice and kind of a new fun example that we've implemented with our Big Red Jelly team, specifically our design team, that's drastically improved the quality and efficiency of our work. And I think this principle can be applied, well, I definitely think it can be applied across all industries and business sizes, shapes, and kinds. So if you're a business owner, solopreneur, executive, manager, decision maker, or just anyone who wants to improve the quality of your business's work, maybe consider this item, this tactic that we've employed ourselves. So one thing for you to picture in your mind is a fine dining restaurant. Haute cuisine, right? A really nice 5-star restaurant that you might go to, or one that you're watching on TV if you watch any show with Gordon Ramsay, for example, Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares, anything like that. What you'll often see is the pass or the table where the dishes come from the sous chefs or the cooks in the kitchen, and they are reviewed by the chef before they are sent out to your table, right? Now, there's a term for this in cooking chef jargon, and it's called running the pass. So let me actually read the definition of running the pass from this other website. So the pass is the long, flat surface where dishes are plated and picked up by waitstaff. The chef or high-level cook who runs the pass each night is in charge of letting the cooks know what they will be cooking as orders come in. They're also in control of watching the order tickets, monitoring the speed and rhythm of the coursing, and here's the key point, making sure each dish looks good before it goes out to the customer, right? So we implemented this in specifically our brand and our web build teams. We have directors for each of those teams. We have a brand director and we have a build director. And this seems like such an obvious step, right? It's quality control. It's checking something before it goes live, before it goes out to the customer, before it's shared with your client or customer. However, I do think if you really sit down and go into more thorough review, there's probably more touch points where you can improve this running the pass process. So case in point, within our build team or our web build team, before a website is launched, right, before the food or the dish is sent to the customer and they partake of it, our build director, Zach, is now going to go through a thorough process, and sometimes not thorough. It doesn't have to be super thorough, right? If you really believe in your implementation process or the work up until that point, just the act of having someone, preferably with some more experience, review or run the pass, just to ensure that the quality is at a level that is going to represent your brand and your business well before it goes to the customer. I think what you'll find are several things if you implement this type of process into your business practice. Number one, the implementation team, or whoever's the sous chef or the cooks in the back, whoever's creating the food or creating the product or service, you will find immediately that their quality and efficiency steps up to a whole nother level. We naturally just do as human beings. If we know that we're going to be graded, if we're going to be reviewed, or if someone else is even just going to be glancing at our work, we're going to take maybe a little bit more pride in that work. And so right off the bat, just by implementing this process, you're going to see improvement in quality. Number two is you will catch things that fall through the cracks. A website's a complicated thing. Developing a brand is a very complicated thing. There's always little things, not always, but most of the time, there are little things that our director will catch as they're running the pass. And guess what? As they share feedback here, they say, hey, you missed this, or this could be better, or this is objectively just not at the standard which we would like it to be at. That sous chef or cook now is going to take that learning point, and I guarantee it's going to be very rare that they make that mistake again. So they're learning. They're more accountable. Your directors are efficient, or your managers, or whoever's running the pass. And at the end of the day, the result is that you have a product or a service that is now elevated in its standard before it goes out to the customer or the client, right? Just case in point, going back to that vision of haute cuisine or a fine dining restaurant. picture that chef, right, or that owner, or that leading chef, the high-level cook, as it were, who's running the pass, and picture the standard at which they require the dishes to be before they get sent out, right? There's so much pride there, and even minute details, like when they come with a bowl or a plate, seeing a chef actually look for fingerprints on the plate around the edge and wiping it off with his or her apron before it goes out to the customer. That level of detail and pride in their work is really what makes this just a great experience to go right to a nice 5-star restaurant, for example. So running the pass, I encourage you to sit down and look at your product or service kind of pipeline, how you implement these processes with your customers, and ask yourself, are there some touch points where you could improve or implement running the pass? And see what happens. Thanks, guys, and tune in next time.